Let's go. We're going into more GOAT territory. Michael Jackson, we've had enough. Thank you for the shout outs from Novalali 1880 and Adrian S. Lorio. Thank you for the requests. Without further ado, let's get into the jam. Little guitar. Nice beat. Ooh, spider on your face.
Love was taken from a young life, and no one told her why. Her direction has a dim light from one more violent crime.
Yeesh.
She innocently questioned why her father had to die. She asked the man in blue, how is it that you get to choose who will live and who will die? Did God say that you could decide?
Sounds like he's talking about police brutality if he's talking about the men in the blue.
You saw he didn't run, and then my daddy had no gun.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
In the middle of the village, with a distant land, lies a poor boy with his broken toy, too young to understand. He's awakened, ground is shaking. His father grabs his hand, screaming, crying. His wife's dying. Now he's left to explain. Innocently question why his mother had to die. What did these soldiers come here for? If they're for peace, why is there war?
Yeah, that's what never makes sense. It's like, if there's peace, why we bringing war into this? But in my opinion, there's people that make bombs. The people that make bombs gotta sell those bombs. Those people gotta feed their families, and that's what they're doing. It's like the unfortunate truth of the world is that people are just doing whatever they can to survive, and of course they're gonna create propaganda and create wars because they gotta sell their bombs and they gotta feed their families. I'm not okay with it. It's just, I feel like that's where we're at. And then like this so far, I've already seen, sounds like the kid's dad was shot when he ran, didn't have a gun.
Did God say that they could decide who would live and who would die? All my mama ever did was try to take care of her kids. When innocent is standing by, watching people lose lives, it seems as if we have no voice. It's time for us to make a choice. Only God could decide who would live and who would die. There's nothing that can be done if we raise our voice as one. Hey God, I hear it from me. Dear God, I hear it from you. Dear God, I hear it.
Michael's telling you, power in numbers. If you want to make a change, you need numbers. You have to. 1 against a million, it's not gonna do anything. Even with somebody's pool like Michael Jackson, because he's gonna get taken. They're gonna try to take him out or whatever. I know it sounds conspiratorial, but it's the truth. You can't speak to power without power. You have to have it. Like he says, they've got to hear from me. They've got to hear from you. They've got to hear from us, and we have to be a one single unit to make change. And some of the biggest events in time, if you think about it, when as humans we come together for something special like civil rights. Like think back in the 60s with Martin Luther King Jr. if I was alive back then, I'd be right down there marching with my people, trying to get equal rights for my brothers and sisters. But that's exactly what it takes. So you have to assemble, you have to get together, you have to have common ground and find what you can do to fix these problems. He's totally right. He's preaching like always. Good guitar coming. Man, this is really reminiscent to, I believe it's called the Earth Song, right? Where he's saying they don't care about us. I think that's the song, but it has that same type of. It's almost like it's a sequel to it or a prequel. I'm not sure where on the Michael Jackson timeline this song takes place, but it really feels like it's like a sequel to that song. I got a question for you. If Michael Jackson was still alive today, do you think he would be more proud of the society that we've created in 2023, or do you think he would be more depressed, or do you think he would feel like he had to do even more than when he was? When do you think he would have to do more than during the timeline that he was doing everything he was doing? I like to think that overall, like generally, we do treat each other better. I think we do stand up against things, but I do also think that there is a lot of bad stuff going on too, but it's almost like we're being fed it now though. Like it's outrage or rage just being spoon-fed us, force-fed us to be stuck in these systems.
Hold on, yeah.
Oh, somebody put I Miss You on there. We all miss him. Oh wow. Okay, Michael Jackson, we've had enough. We have had enough. People, all people. We just need to treat each other better. It's not hard. I promise you, it's actually easier to be a good person than it is to take the effort to be a bad person. I mean, we're just looking back, all I can think of, like with Michael Jackson's catalog, besides some of the songs that were there for entertainment, you know, I feel like most of his songs are about love and peace and tranquility and just finding a way for everybody to get along. So I just want to go back over some of these lyrics because, I mean, just listening to it the first time, it's hard to compute it all at once, because when I'm first listening to it, I'm thinking that it's about police brutality. It sounds like somebody's father was shot in the back while running away from the cops, because Michael mentioned the Men in Blue. But then later on, as I'm listening and whatnot, it kind of sounded like it was moving on towards war instead. And the Men in Blue could be what, like feds, like some kind of government agency. But love was taken from a young life and no one told her why. Her direction has a dim light from one more violent crime. She innocently questioned why her father had to die. She asked the Men in Blue, how is it that you get to choose who will live and who will die? Did God say that you could decide? You saw he did not run, and that my daddy had no gun. In the middle of a village, way in a distant land, lies a poor boy with his broken toy, too young to understand. He's awakened, ground is shaking, his father grabs his hand, screaming, crying, his wife's dying. Now he's left to explain. He innocently questioned why his mother had to die. What did these soldiers come here for? If they're for peace, why is there war? Did God say that they could decide who will live and who will die? All my mama ever did was try to take care of her kids. Wow, his songwriting is amazing. The way he can talk about one subject in that same stanza or whatever it's called, he starts the next one before all my mama ever did was try to take care of her kids. We're innocently standing by, watching people lose their lives. It seems as if we have no voice. It's time for us to make a choice. Only God could decide who will live and who will die. There's nothing that cannot be done if we raise our voices one. So now I'm starting to think that this song was more about war than it might have been about police brutality, but I mean, you could probably interpret both from this, but I don't know what year this would have been from. Michael Jackson timeline, I would imagine it would be like the Gulf War maybe, in the 90s, 2000s, I can think Iraq, Afghanistan war, but was he still making tracks like this during that time? I don't know. But man, do we miss a Michael Jackson. If we had him today, if we had this man today writing songs like this, I almost feel like people probably would ignore in a way, but I don't know. Music's so powerful. You can get through to so many people with it. I'm gonna be listening to this one a few more times, I think, and just try to feel it more. But if you guys like this video, please make sure to hit the thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe, please click that bell icon and turn on all. That way you get all notifications for whenever I upload a video and you don't miss out.